Hi, Nikki. My first question for you is, what was it like growing up?
Growing up was quite an adventure for me. It was very harsh at times and very pleasant at others. Um, as you might know, I grew up being transgender, and um, I've always felt that I should have been born a girl. And I would always, I would always play with Barbies and things to do with fashion, and I love Disney villains as well. I would act them out, and I would just they've become a part of me, and um, I make a lot of connections to them.
Okay. How old were you when you really knew that you were transgender, like you were a woman?
Um, when I knew what it was, or when I knew I was supposed to be a girl.
Both.
When I knew what it was, I was probably 12,
Okay.
and um, I watched this YouTuber, Gigi Gorgeous.
Okay.
She inspired me. She inspired me to come out to my parents
Okay.
and finally start my life. But I knew that I should have been a girl ever since I was young, like
Okay.
probably about 4, maybe.
Wow.
But I feel like I've known it all my life,
Right.
ever since I, was born.
Wow. Okay. Nice. So, can you tell us a little bit about how coming out to your parents was like?
Coming out, sorry, coming out to my parents was very emotional, and it was very um, interesting. Let's say that. It was very interesting. Um, it took some time for them to accept, but they are very accepting, and I love them dearly.
Yeah.
I just came downstairs one night and I just told them I am transgender. I should have been born a girl. I don't feel comfortable in a boy's body.
Mm.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, yes. Hold on. Let me just finish these notes.
I'm trying to be professional.
No, sorry. All right. So once you came out to your parents and you were ready to start living the life of a woman, how did you like build your style? What was your inspiration first?
I have many inspirations. For one, my dear grandmother, who has passed away.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I call her Grandma York. She was very inspirational. She was a New Yorker woman, and she had tons of unique style, and she had wonderful fur coats and suits and high heels, of course.
Yeah.
Another one of my inspirations is Lady Gaga. I love her unique style and how vibrant and creative it is. Um, but mostly my style is, I don't know, like creative, unique. Um, I like to think as my style is somewhat
Take your time.
okay.
Like, would you say your style? Since you said like your grandma, you like Lady Gaga, would you say your style is more um, unorthodox? Like you don't really wear what other people around you are wearing?
Yes, I wear what I want to wear.
Yes.
I wear what I feel.
Now that's it's so funny that you say that because that's really one of the ideals of foreign. One of our commandments is to dress how you feel. So, how was what does dressing how you feel mean to you?
It means if you feel it's a way of expressing yourself.
Okay.
How you feel is emotions of, if you feel exciting and you want to go for something crazy,
Yeah.
you wear like spikes and some colorful color.
Yeah.
And maybe even leather.
Mm.
Or heelless shoes, something
Mhm.
crazy. If you feel curious, you try out new styles.
Right.
If you feel comfortable, you go casual. And wearing wearing what I feel is something that I treasure.
Okay. Nice. Wow, that's so true. I feel like that's so interesting. I think everybody should dress like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, in doing so, how has that how does your style and fashion, how has that really built you or built your personality?
It has helped me accomplish some tough things. Like, it's helped me accomplish my insecurities and how I felt about my body. And I felt like walking in heels made me feel on top of the world and just myself, and made me feel like myself. And it helped me get through the day and accomplish. It made my mindset more, um, it made me have a better mindset,
Okay.
an organized mind, and
It felt like you felt everything was right.
yes.
Yeah. Like you felt more yourself. You felt
Yes.
okay. So I would say, since knowing that you felt more yourself in like wearing heels, what would you tell your 4-year-old self playing with Barbies? Like, what would you tell him who's now her?
I would tell him, don't ever stop believing in yourself. Never give up. And there's going to be a lot of harsh things you'll have to go through, but you will get through them, and you'll be stronger than you were before. And I love you.
Yeah.
To love yourself.
Love yourself. So at Foreign, I'm really big on people owning their insecurities and using that as fuel. So like, what is your major insecurity at this moment in time?
My weight.
Your weight.
Definitely.
Yeah. And knowing that your weight is your biggest insecurity, how are you gonna live out these days? Like, because I know people usually let me rephrase the question. People usually use their insecurities as a wall or like a box to hide themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you break your wall? How would you knowing your insecurity, how would you use it as strength rather than a weakness?
I would use it as fuel to a fire.
Nice.
To help me achieve what I want to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And just a quick question before we conclude, as like something that people don't really know about. How is it like getting the rest of the world to accept you as a transgender woman?
I don't really think people should worry about others accepting them. I think it should be, you should accept yourself and do what you want, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Mm-hmm. Because as long as you accept yourself, then you'll go far.
Really matter. Right. Nice. And were you, just to build off that, after you were able to accept yourself, did you feel like everything else just became a little bit easier?
Yes, definitely. It does get better.
Yeah.
I know people don't think that, but it does.
Well, thank you so much, Nicki.
Oh, thank you for having me.
This was a wonderful conversation. I can't wait to put it online and share it. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'd love to see you do a talk at one of our meetings in the future.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So let me just